Greetings, citizens of the digital world. It is I, the serial killer, coming to you today on day 192 of the year of vlogging dangerously. And today we've got a story straight out of the truth that is, again, stranger than fiction. Last month, it would appear, there was a man who was on trial. His name is Michael Marin. Michael Marin was on trial in Arizona because, for the arson of his palatial estate. Man was a 53-year-old investment banker who had built up quite a fortune when he was on Wall Street. He owned a Picasso. He had a Rolls Royce. He flew his own plane. He was the quintessential, smart guy investment banker that makes it big and dicks around with his money. He's good with your money apparently, but he's even better at spending it on himself. Long before he buys this mansion, he runs into trouble. He goes into debt. He is fired. Okay? The guy's not working anymore. It's not that he retired from Wall Street. It's that he was fired. But he still bought a $2 million home. Smart move, dude. You were a Wall Street investor who was probably pretty good if you had all that shit, and then you made a stupid decision like that. And then he had some friends help him set up a fake second mortgage after inflating the value of the home, and had a raffle to sell the home to make the money back to pay for it. The raffle was deemed illegal. He was then gone up, climbed Mount Everest to put the money in, to put the word out that he was doing this. It was supposed to go for charity. It was all bullshit. The raffle gets deemed illegal. He has to give all the money back. He's now out for the expedition to Everest that he couldn't afford anyway because he could barely afford the house that he was not able to afford and was trying to raffle off so he could make some money. Scamola, bad times. He decides to burn his house down. Now he burns his house down in the truest and most goofiest, straight out of a bad movie way he could possibly do it, or at least the escape plan is. He lights 4 fires in the house, goes on upstairs, and then somehow manages to have both a ladder and a scuba tank and mask in his bedroom, which he then puts on the scuba tank and mask, puts down the ladder. The firefighters are already by the time this happens, and they witness him climbing down in scuba gear. And when questioned, he said, "Oh, I was lucky because I had the air there. I realized there was some air in the tank, and it let me get to the ladder and it let me get out." Now, something seemed fishy about that, so they put him on trial. Investigators found the 4 points of fire that he had lit, and they found out all about the scammy investment shit, and they put 2 and 2 together, and he's going to jail. And then it takes the even more stranger than fiction, dear God, right out of a horrible movie twist, as he collapses in the courtroom and dies shortly after the conviction. He dies, of course, because he poisoned himself, or at least this is what they believe, because they found an email, stating, or an email to his son that was sent from the courtroom that said, "If things go wrong, my will is sorted out. Here's what it is." And then they found the cyanide containers in his car. Apparently, the cyanide cost $200 for the amount that he had purchased and made into little capsules so he could kill himself. But it was on sale for half price. Way to be frugal in the end, douchebag. You fuck with people's money. You scam people. You do all of this, and then you take the suicidal way out. Face the time for your crime. My God, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but this guy's straight up bad movie villain bad. Like, we're talking movie villain that's not even cool enough to be Bond movie villain bad. Oi. Anyway, stranger than fiction, truth. It is. And I have, as usual, been the serial killer. Questions, comments, concerns, death threats, to put them in the comment section below. I'll link the article that drew my attention to this. And you have a nice day, because I will talk to you tomorrow.